Mayor Wade Brown, thank you so much for taking time off during the World City Summit to come and have a chat with us. Now, Wellington often appears in the list of the most livable cities in the world. I think Mercer is on the list of Mercer, and Lonely Planet calls it the coolest little capital city in the world. Can you comment on the significance of events such as the World City Summit and the Mayor's Forum as an event that you can share about the experience of Wellington and also learn from other cities in the region?
You're right that we have been complimented with the term the coolest little capital in the world. And sometimes the focus can be too much on the little because we don't have a huge population. Sometimes we come to some of the bigger Asian cities or European cities and think, oh, we're too small. Well, we're not, because we're a very great place where we've got a combination of the outdoors and also some really international quality arts experiences as well. Coming here is very interesting because there is a lot in common between the different cities. The challenges of transportation, the balance between demand management and building new infrastructure. And I'm hearing very, very many mayors, whether it's Greg Robertson of Vancouver or the mayor of Cincinnati or some of the ones from Korea, talking about the need to manage demand for traffic and more walking and cycling, making economic sense as well as health sense. So that's been very encouraging as one little strand. The other is partly from sharing pictures of different cities. We saw the example of New York City winning the Lee Kuan Yew Prize, that it's about focusing on your own special qualities. And the iconic nature of Times Square, or here the beautiful waterside and the Merlion, so that it's really important to know what city you're in. So although they're different, that's a common theme is having a sense of identity. And I think Singapore is very interesting because of the combination of cultures. Here it's a very tolerant city with a number of different religions and a bit of a gateway to Southeast Asia. And in Wellington we're often thought of as not so multicultural, but our city's got 85 different ethnicities. And one of the things that we've done is begun to focus more on our special people, which is the Maori people. So I've been very pleased that when I've spoken a little Maori, or after Helen Clark spoke, we did a waiata, which is a Maori song. And traditional Maori culture, you have the speech, the kōrero, and then the waiata or song afterwards. And that went down very well with people. So again, it's about not trying to be the same as everybody else, respecting other people's views and differences in religions and politics, but not being all the same around the world.
Those are great takeaways that you managed to take away from this summit. We spoke earlier about medium-sized cities. There's been a lot of discussion, at least what I've heard in this forum, a lot of focus on the Asian metropolises, the megapolises, the large cities. Now, Wellington, as you mentioned, is not a big city. It's 300,000 people?
Just over 200,000.
Yeah, but slightly more than 200,000 people. What do you see will be the future? How would you speculate on the future of medium-sized cities?
Well, we need to be connected up. I mean, when you travel overseas, first of all, you think we've got to work more closely together with the other cities at home. So working with Auckland, Christchurch, Dunedin, to present a shared view of New Zealand, I think will be helpful. In fact, coincidentally, I met our Economic Development Minister, Stephen Joyce, at a breakfast function this morning, and we have a few differences on our views on transport at home, but we also have a lot of common ground on presenting New Zealand as an innovative country. And I think central government needs to remember that local government is a place where things happen. Central government, you can set the tax policies, be least corrupt nation, fund education and so on, but in the end, the cities are where things happen and where people want to live. And that's probably another takeaway, that cities and central government probably need to put aside some of their differences. As far as connecting up, I mean, in New Zealand it's really obvious that we're not going to have a prosperous economy without exports. And of course the country as a whole does a lot in terms of agricultural exports and also seafood and so on. But as a capital city we have to do the knowledge economy, and we're only going to do that by connecting up, having shared institutions. I met a man from Massey University who's doing some work in Singapore, but we're looking at having scholarships from one city to another, so there's a bit of a competition, and a New Zealander goes to study in perhaps a Singapore university, and a Singaporean goes to study in New Zealand university, but it's put together more as a package, so it's not university to university, but city to city. So yeah, networking, and of course the internet provides some real opportunities for keeping in touch. You can meet somebody, have a little bit of a conversation, and then follow up. Nothing really replaces sitting down and having a cup of coffee together.
Or you can start out with a physical conversation and then move to the internet, because once the trust is established face to face, it's easier to open up online as well. Yeah, yeah.
That's right. So it's been very useful conference. It's been some very good speakers, and the only thing is that I haven't had enough time to go around the expo yet. We went on the opening night, but I need to spend a bit more time meeting people at the expo. There's always too many interesting things to do.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Perhaps you can steal a few minutes to go down to the expo to have a look around. Yeah.